There is a lot of people here today, but can I tell you, there could be many more. Communication, it's very difficult to get the message across. You can look at the Save the DGH website, you can actually read a local paper, and you can listen to the local radio. And I should think most of you here today are because you do one or two or three of those things. It's really difficult, so we need you. We need you to get the message out there, because it's so difficult if you don't read a local paper, or if you don't use the internet, or if you don't listen to local radio. I need to ask you a favour today. We've asked about the letters, and I'll mention those again, but can I ask you to tell your friends? Will you tell your friends?
Yes!
Will you tell your family?
Yes!
Will you tell your neighbours?
Yes!
Your work colleagues?
Yes!
I can't hear you.
Yes!
Will you tell your churches?
Yes!
Will you tell your clubs and classes?
Yes!
Will you tell everyone?
Yes!
I can't hear you.
Yes!
Over there? We need a mandate to fight. We need a mandate from the public. Today you have given us that mandate. As you did 6 years ago, you gave us a mandate to fight. And fight we did. It wasn't an easy fight, but can I tell you, we are the only place in the country that actually had the decision reversed. They could not do what they wanted to do. And yes, the campaign team worked hard, and yes, Margaret and I worked hard, and yes, you joined us on things, but it was actually all of you that actually made a difference and gave that mandate for us to fight the proposals. And you have done that today. So I'm asking you to, when you hear anything in your pub, to tell people. We're not fighting for all services. We'd like all services to stay in both the Conquest and the DGH, but that's not a reality, I'm afraid. Money just doesn't go that far. But we can fight for the core services, the emergency services, the services where you need to get to in a hurry. It's so important that those services stay at our local hospitals. It is not a battle, Conquest v the DGH. How would we feel if we've managed to keep the services at Eastbourne DGH and people from Rye and Camber struggle to get to the DGH? We can't do that. It's not right. So we're fighting for both. We believe that the towns and the area, East Sussex is big enough. It's 500,000 people, not including visitors, not including foreign students, and not including those people that have come from other countries that aren't registered with a GP. So there's a lot of people that we represent here, and we need the hospitals, we need the adequate infrastructure for both hospitals to survive. We will fight these proposals. We will fight it through, like we did before, through the courts, legally, by judicial review. We may need money for that, so we may be asking for money. We will fight politically through the Secretary of State, and you've got your letters here that you can complete and you can sign and send off. But we believe that actually it's not only that, it's time for a change. We think it's time to demerge the hospitals. So Hastings, Conquest and Eastbourne DGH actually are separate trusts. In 2002, the hospitals merged. It's been a miserable failure. It's been a failure to East Sussex, and the staff, the low morale that's there. Services have been run down, and that's not good enough for East Sussex, and it's not good enough for Eastbourne, and it's not good enough for Hastings and all the towns and villages in between, from Seaford to Rye up to the North Weald. The local NHS aren't listening to the public. They're out at public consultation at the moment, which is why we needed the mandate, because they will struggle probably to get 500 people saying that these services should be changed. We've got thousands, and it's thanks to you. Don't let the local NHS con you into thinking that you will get better services if they're single-sited at one hospital or the other. Brighton is the specialist hospital, and we know we need specialist services, and people go to Brighton. We need to keep services at our local hospitals. That won't change. It will be the same staff going to a different hospital. It will be us travelling to a different hospital. It will be the same services, same staff, just travelling further, and in an emergency it's not acceptable. Will you support us as we fight on?
Yes!
Will you write a letter to the Secretary of State?
Yes!
Will you keep informed of what's going on?
Yes!
Can I give you a message today?
Yes!
Keep informed and tell everyone.
Yes!
Can you say after me? Keep informed and tell everyone.
Keep informed and tell everyone.
What are we going to do?
Keep informed and tell everyone.
What are we going to do?
Keep informed and tell everyone.
Thank you.